Hello and welcome to a very special video. This is Gran Turismo HD. Yes, I managed to get my hands on this, and as a pretty big Gran Turismo fan, I am hype. Yeah, this was only on the PlayStation Store back in 2007 for a small amount of time, and then it was gone. It's kind of rare these days, so I'm happy I was able to get my hands on it. We're gonna just run through the available cars and tracks and stuff, and do a couple of the time trials and whatnot. The rankings are still up, apparently, which is kind of funny, and cool as well. But yeah, we're gonna run through the stuff in the game, and I think we're just gonna check everything out and have some fun. So first things first, I'm gonna check the options because I want to turn off that demo reel because it is incredibly short, the time. Yeah, no. Also, notice how this menu is very reminiscent of, well, both GT5 and GT4. Think of this as like the prologue to GT5 Prologue, almost. It's basically a tech demo to have for this game on PS3, which is pretty nice. Or pretty cool. And it runs, I believe, 60 FPS, which like basically every Gran Turismo game besides GT1 and 2, I think. At least I know GT1 doesn't run at 60. There is a hi-fi mode, but it's only available for a couple tracks. Yeah, so we have, we got the old GT5-esque options menu here. Yeah, I'm going to exit that. Let's check the rankings real quick, shall we? Do they work? They do work! Okay, so let me get a time trial. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it looks like we have to unlock the cars. Okay, I see. Fair enough. So we go... So it's sort of like... Okay. It's sort of like license challenges. So I think we should get underway with the Suzuki Cappuccino. Let's put it in... Mercury Silver Metallic. Racing, right? Okay, we've got racing tyres. Is there a reason not to use racing tyres? Turn off traction control. Turn off access steering management. Go manual. Oh, real quick then. Let me change my button layout to the old GT6. Well, I hope I can remap them. Can I? Here we are. I want to go to the old GT6 setup that I had. So that's shift up. That's shift down. This is accelerate. This is brake. Okay. Well, it seems it's pretty much the same. I think, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. This works. Yep, this works. Okay. Oh, let me check the... okay. Yeah, 920 by 1080. This is all nice. I'll turn the race music off because... oh, it's already off. Alright. Yes, we're actually options menu. Okay, so. Right, let's get this underway. Turn off the traction. Turn off the exterior manual. Pop it to manual. And off we go. Aim for a lap time quicker than the target time shown. The number of laps is unlimited when you're... Okay. Can I? No, well, I don't want to do that. Can I? Let me put sports hard on, just because. Okay. This seems to run at a higher resolution than GT6. Well, I think this is a full 1920 by 1080, which is quite nice, or at least some sort of. Well, for the UI anyway. The ranking record, yeah, the same font, so GT4. Well, let's get into it. That's what we get. Okay, yeah. The GT4-esque. Okay, there's no cockpit view. GT4-esque heads-up display here, which is... They carried it over into 5 and modified it for 6. Okay, feels a little bit... it feels a little bit floaty, but that's not too bad. It feels a mix between 4 and 5. Okay, these brakes are I'm just gonna fuck up the first lap, but although it could feel a bit floaty because I'm using sports tyres instead of racing tyres. I have noticed that they've turned off anti-aliasing, which is probably a compromise to get it to run at 1080p 60. But I'll take that, you know. Although I noticed in GT5, or at least in GT6, they had an anti-aliasing method or solution. It wasn't perfect, but yeah, it was a little lower resolution at the expense of. It looked slightly softer, but it had less aliasing, like close range. Yeah, there's a terrible lap. I'm still in first gear. What am I doing? Jesus Christ. Okay. What the hell? Okay. The trigger for shifting down is super light. Like, you barely even have to breathe on it. Oh, I can see the... Alright. It feels kind of cool though, to have a 1080, a 1920 by 1080 game on a PS3. Not too many were actually natively 1080p. Now, I'm not sure if the actual game is 1080p or if it's just the UI. Like maybe the 1080. Well, it seems sharp enough to be 1080, but obviously obviously they took out anti-aliasing, which probably saves on performance. It's just a little hard to tell, I suppose. And I beat the target lap time. Let's go for one more. Okay. Now I'm in third person view because I want you guys to be able to get a good look of the car. Because why not? Go one more lap here. Actually, you know what? No, for the sake of the video, let's just exit. See what we get. Probably there's going to be. Okay, I'm number 3 in the rankings. Really? Well, I don't expect it to work fully. Also, you can save the replay, which is pretty cool. Let's do that. Good old jazz music. Right. So, okay, I can now use the following model. Let's see. So this is, I think, yeah, you just go through them and eventually you'll get the other cars. As you can see the jagged edges. It's definitely not got anti-aliasing, although it does run at a pretty solid 60. And I believe it is 1080. Like, it's sharp enough. So I think we will just head right in. We'll go sports tyres again. I'll put sports soft on this time, why not? Running with the MX-5, which is renowned for being a brilliant sports car. For good reason. It does the job well. Okay, it feels a bit stickier. Probably because I have softer tyres on. Oh dear. Oh, that's gone well. Oh yeah, no damage. Oh yeah, I forget. Right, reverse. Let's run that one again. Oh, that's quick. There we go. Yeah, there. It does shift down very quickly, or very, yeah, at the touch of a button. I think I've driven this track in GT5 and 6, otherwise I would be a little bit lost. Although with these physics, it takes a little bit to adjust to. Definitely floatier than newer games. Again, that could just be because of the tyres I'm on. I'm not the best driver in the world at these games. Like, I'm pretty good, like, especially if I get into a good zone. But yeah, not the best, but I enjoy. Oh my god, okay, that's deceiving. I tried my best, but of course you got those aliens, which are just like 3 seconds quicker than anybody else. It's ridiculous, but hey, they're good at what they do. So let's see. I kind of hope I can get this on time. I don't know if I can. That's a bit of a corner cut. Nice one. But yeah, it feels like GT4 on PS3, basically. Which isn't a bad thing. It's like slightly less floaty than GT4, but not as sticky as GT5 and 6. Well, 6 was a little softer than 5, it felt like, but it felt better. Did I do it? Oh, I did it. Yeah, these lap times are quite generous, but I don't blame them. See if we can let's see if we can get some drifts going. That's not gone well. See if we can get one going on this. Yeah, okay. Tricky when the handbrake is on circle. Not really. I don't know. Well, that wasn't a drift, and I'm not good at drifting. Well, it depends. I was okay in GT6, but I would have to spend a bit more time with that car. I haven't really done any drifts on the GT4 physics engine type deal, because I'm pretty sure this is running on GT4 physics engine, just modified a little bit. But I haven't done too many. I didn't really drift in GT4. I didn't beat GT4, but I was young when I played it, and I was terrible. But I think a lot of us weren't too good. One day I will beat GT4. I promise you that. I now have the Honda Integra. Okay. I'll use this bastard in my underground career mode, and it had the worst liftoff oversteer in the world. Alright. This is an FF, so we're going to be understeering all over the shop. Let's keep sports tyres on. The nice thing is there shouldn't be too much oversteer in comparison. Although I think the Suzuki is a K car, right? Cappuccino? It should have been front wheel drive. I'm not sure then. Right. No, still no cockpit view. Shame, but I understand. Well, maybe they just didn't have it all detailed yet. Like, you can clearly tell it's pretty detailed, but oh well. Nice. The brakes are good. They almost feel better than GT Sport brakes, which I will admit are a little bit terrible. Like, some of the cars on that game feels like they have cardboard brakes. But it's okay. The Veneno is a good example. In my experience, maybe I'm driving it wrong, but it never had the best brakes for me. So the target time is 1 minute 42. I definitely think we can beat that. I don't think we'll have much trouble clearing any of these. No. There you go. Textbook FF understeer right there. But it looks nice, you know, it looks pretty good, considering this game came out in 07. Again, it is kind of a tech demo for GT on PS3, but even though it has no anti-aliasing, it kind of gives something like a sharper look. Like, of course it would look a little nicer, I think, if it had some anti-aliasing, but that's not really a problem. The game plays well. It's, you know, it runs at a solid 60 FPS. There's not much to complain about, graphics-wise, considering it came out in 07. Like, this is definitely sharper than GT5 and 6, but what I think they did is they sacrificed a bit of straight-up resolution for maybe a slightly softer but less jagged image. Oh, I beat the target lap time. Oops, I'm alone. Okay. Right. I wasn't paying attention. I was just rambling. Right. 128.7. Could probably get shave a couple of seconds off that if I kept at it, but maybe I'll do some challenge videos down the line on this if anyone has any. I don't know if you can really do challenge videos, but maybe try and get a certain lap time. Either way, we're back out and we should have an even quicker car. The Lancer Evolution. Nice. The Evo 4. Classic. I do like how it goes up in horsepower, so we should have some pretty quick cars by the time we get to the end. Let's pop it in the classic red. We're going to use sports tyres. Yep, sounds good. But for what it is, it's pretty good, you know. There's a surprising amount of replayability if you're really into it. Like if you love doing time trials, you'll get quite a few hours out of this. I think trying to get the best time. Oh my god. Okay. This has the worst balance I've ever seen. Polyphony, what did you do to this setup? Maybe it was just me. Okay, let's try again. Got some air. Brake. I've just realised I don't think there's a driving line. Which is funny. Most GTs have a driving line. I don't want it, or I don't need it, but oh my god. It would have been... Oh, well, I just thought there might be one, because it's sort of a GT tradition. Although Sport doesn't have one. I must say, though, these physics are a lot less grippy in every way. Like, it's a lot more floaty. And you can lose control of the car really easily. At least on the pad. It's a little better in sort of the bumper cam. But yeah, it does take a bit of an adjustment period. I keep okay, you hardly have to put literally any pressure on that to downshift. That might be a bug. Come on, there we go. A minute 38, yeah, that's doable. Is it? It should be. Yeah, it's doable, okay. Bang. 132.6. Could have shaved off like 5 seconds off that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go. I'm not trying to get the best times right now. I just want to go through the... the game and see what we have. Infiniti G35. Okay. Now the nice thing is all of these are technically premium cars, so to speak. I don't think the interior is fully modelled, or at least not modelled to the GT5 standards yet. Maybe it is, but there is no cockpit view, so I'm assuming it's a little bit rough in there. I'm not too sure. But these car models, like, they're pretty nice. Like, 2007? Not bad. You know what's funny? You compare these to the models of GT6 and they almost get blown away depending on what model. Like if you have a good model, pick a good GT6 model. I mean, tessellation helps that, but there are some good 5 models in there. But yeah, I think the GT6 models are definitely the best that they had from the PS3 era. Whether it be due to tessellation or just straight up better modelling, but either way. Let's choose Athens Blue, shall we? Stick sports tyres on. Don't really got racing tyres, might make it a little bit too sticky, and although in this game it might help. You never know. Oh, okay. Right. See what this car feels like. Pretty planted, he says as he goes a little bit off. Okay, yeah, this is pretty planted, this car. I like the feel of it. I haven't used it much in GT5 and 6. Hold on a minute, was this even a premium car? No, yeah, it was, okay. I think so. There was, like, I know there was a version, a racing version of the G37, I think, and GT6, which had a PS3 in the back, which was quite funny. You know what I might do is, I might make a video where I compare GT HD to GT5 and GT6 graphic-wise on the same track, just to see how it's evolved. I think that'd be pretty cool. This corner is just, it's fucked me. I need to get better at that one. Not my corner. It never has been, even on GT6. It was, yeah. It's like, it's slightly deceiving if you haven't if you haven't driven it enough to know when to brake. The corner sort of falls away from you, and you have to wrap around it, and sort of get a good drive. Oh my god. I apologise for some truly appalling driving. Well, it's not horrible, but it's pretty bad. But I'm gonna attribute that to me not being too used to the physics, which are so much floatier than GT Sport and GT6, GT5. But you know, you would expect that almost. They're gonna be less refined. It's 2007. And this is basically GT4's engine running at higher resolution, I believe. That's what it feels like, anyway. Well, the physics, anyway. But, I was about to say, this specific car doesn't feel too bad. Oh, and I made the lap time. I need to keep track of that. I totally forget. Anyway. We've done the... yeah, these tight lap times are quite... they're quite generous, like I said, but that's okay. Also, I apologise for the yawning. It's just, I don't know. I yawn and everything. People do it. It's okay. Right. Even with that lap, I managed to shave 10 seconds off. Okay, the Evo 9. Going from an FR to a forward drive car. Okay, let's see. We'll pick... let's pick black. Stick the sports tyres on. I think we have a rally car in here as well. There's quite a few cars in here. I know there's a Ferrari 599. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's see how this feels. Yeah, this feels more planted than the Evo 4. Yeah, look at the interior. It looks pretty well modelled, but maybe they just didn't have it programmed in yet. The cockpit view. Maybe they just didn't feel like they wanted to put it in yet. Actually, I don't actually know how quick this was made. Maybe what they did is they built the track, and they sort of took GT4, upgraded the the graphics engine, part of the engine, and put this together for a little tech demo, which is what it is, a tech demo type deal. But, or maybe a proof of concept, as they like a publicly released proof of concept. And it's called a concept for a reason. It's a cool thing though, like hidden in the archives almost, because it's not so widespread these days. It's kind of it's very cool to be able to experience this and see what it was all about. This fucking downshift, it's so sensitive. It might be my control, I mean, it's taking a bit of a beating. What the heck? Are you serious? Okay. I was pressing change view and it was I might have pressed it too hard because it was And I'm not kidding, it was changing the gear down, as you saw there. I wasn't even pressing the left trigger. 124. I'll do one more lap with this, because I'm kind of a little bit more hummed in this one. And I've almost fucked it. Hold on. There we go. Oh, god damn it. God damn, stop! Okay. That's broke too much. I need to just... I'll get that corner down by the end of it. There we go. The sounds are pretty good though. Like, they're not bad. You can hear the turbo flutter as well. Well, I'm not sure about flutter. I think it's the wastegate. Because I know in GT Sport you can hear the turbo flutter. There we go. I shaved a second and a half off. And it could have been refined another probably 5/10s, maybe even more, probably more. I'll save that just because why not, right? Save all of the replays. Lotus Elise 111R. Let's see. Now this is probably going to be quite, well, not hard to control, but it's going to be quite scampery. Knowing the Lotus, although it will be quick around the corners, so let's take advantage of that and see what kind of lap time we can set. They picked a good track to stick in here though, like... Oh, it... Okay. It has technical sections and it has some straightaways, or straightaways? It just has, you know, has some good straights. Stick on. I'll keep on the sports type, let's see. Got to capitalise on the car's capabilities in that first sector, mostly. Okay, that was just a bad intro. Didn't expect to understand that much. There we go. Stop doing that. That's got horrible. Oh, it's them clapping. I thought it was the game having glitchy audio. They're clapping and it sounds a bit like crackling. No, that's gone. That's gone horrifically wrong in every way. Let me restart that. Okay. See what we can do. Over the hill we go! Jesus Christ. Brake, baby, brake. There we go. Feed it through. This almost reminds me of the first couple of turns in Shanghai. The Shanghai International Circuit. Which is a tricky corner to get right in the F1 games. But if you can do it, it's quite satisfying. You also got to make sure you get a good exit as well, because if you get a bad exit, there's quite a bit of a decently sized straight at the exit, so you've got to be careful, otherwise you could lose time over the course of the straight. Not a bad lap so far. As I say that, I go wide. Okay. Good job, mate. Oh my god, could it get worse? I'm doing another lap because this is kind of atrocious right here. I've really muddled it. Mucked it up at the end. Although I get like... Yeah, okay. I'll do one more lap. Hey! Oh my god, no, we won't do one more lap. We won't do one more lap because the Lotus has spontaneously combusted and just said no. So we'll leave it at that. We don't want to make it any angrier. It clearly doesn't want to be driven much more. Save the replay anyway, just for that bit at the end. GTR, Godzilla, as they say. I'm excited to drive this. I am excited to drive this. 2 more cars. That's probably the Celica, and that's probably the F99. The 599. F99? 599. Great silver, why not? Okay. Please stop doing that, game. What are the brakes like? Heavy car. Ooh, pretty good. Okay, I need to shift into first. I just lost the momentum. The handbrake seems like instant on this, which is kind of cool for pulling drift. Like, you could sort of use it to get yourself around a few of those hairpins, depending on the car you've got. Brake there. Shift into second. Modulate the throttle, and go. Am I gonna fuck out with the braking? Almost. Sort of recovered it though. There we go. Okay. Probably one of the cleaner laps, 11 seconds, well, 10.5 seconds. Definitely some easy lap times, but I don't blame them. It's only a concept. People, you know, they want people to clear the time, so. Yes, it is the Celica, as I thought. This seems to have probably the best modelling. I mean, it's featured on the little icon on the XMB. So, yeah, I think this might have the best sort of model of all of them. Might be the most complete. Okay, I'm going to stick racing hard on because it's a rally car. I must say though, the loading times are good. They don't last very long. 6 had some improvements on loading times compared to 5, I will say. 5 was a bit sluggish on that end. The menu and everything. Okay, right, this is an FR, so I've got to treat it with care. Well, I could use it to get around these corners. Let's see if we can... There you go, sort of. No, that was terrible. Oh, it's sort of hard. Not hard, but I don't use the handbrake too much, so it's a signed circle, so a little bit hard to. Maybe it's just me. Either way, this definitely feels tons more planted. I mean, I do have racing tyres, so it's stickier. Come on, come on. Oh dear. Okay. I didn't fuck it up. Nice. Let's get one more lap. I like this car. I just want to get one, well, good lap in. Go. Feed it through. Open the taps. Go piling into the wall. So I'll be safe and sorry on that one. There we go. That's a pretty decent lap. I shaved 3 seconds off it, which isn't terrible. And just round it off. There we go. Save the replay. I wonder if you can export these to your cross media bar. You could in GT6. I'm not sure about 5. But I know in 6 you could, which was pretty cool. Right, so let's see. We should have the 599 now, which is the premier car of the game, I would suspect. It's the newest car as well. So, oh, well, no, not the newest, but gotta have it in red. Stick sports tyres on it. I hope that's not going like S3 is like the hardest and S3 and S1 is the softest, but usually it goes hard to soft. Oh, I'm a yawny bastard today. Oh well. Right. Okay. This feels... Okay, this feels a lot more physics... Well, okay. This feels... You know what I've noticed? The vibration is quite weak on the controller. Yeah, this feels more GT5-like than any of the other cars I've had. It's probably the one where they got the most data for, or whatnot. Maybe they put the most effort into it. Oh, well, I don't know. It feels a bit less GT4-y. But then again, I haven't played enough GT4 to get to the higher-end cars like the Ferraris to actually compare fully. And I need to do that again because, holy shit, the braking distance is a bit longer than I thought. Oh my god. Yep, first it is. Oh dear, 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 dear. Let me do that one more time. Yeah, this car is takes a bit of getting used to. compared to the others. Okay. Definitely not as nimble. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with that one. Let's see what we can do. Nice. There we go. Got the tire hooked into the grass. Don't want to do that, but gradually increase the throttle and open it up through the tunnel section into the right-hander. And I'm going to fail at it again. Oh my god, this car is... Yeah, I'm going to do one more lap. It takes some getting used to, it really does. It's just... It's so much less nimble than the others. You got to adjust. But now I know, so let me do one more lap. That's a good entrance. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Shifted to second earlier and you curb a lot of that wheel spin. How am I 3 turns down? I disagree, but once I look at it again, I'll probably find out. Okay. Brake. Then go through. There we go. Oh no. Really? Really? Of course. Of course that happens. Ah, one more lap it is then. Just give me a clean lap and I'll be happy. Then I can get rid of this car and send it back to Ferrari. There we go. Oh yeah, you can feel the power. Well, you can't really feel the power, but you can sense it. Okay. There we go. Almost a full second ahead. PB. No, 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 no. I'm not going to fuck it up that time. Or this time, rather. There we go. Okay. 115. I'll take it. So now I think we've unlocked Drift Trial. I'm going to do one of those and then I shall end it. Because basically that's all they have here, isn't it? It's not anything huge in scope or size, but it's a cool little demo. For 2007, pretty good. I think it was free as well. Which would have, this is pretty, considering it's free, a decent bit of substance here. There we go. All tuned cars. Hold on. I've got to see this. Right, let's go. Time trial. Okay, we can't select the chip. Can we select that? Ah, I see. That's pretty cool. Okay. Well, let me do a drift trial real quick. I've got the tuned cars. Okay. Let's push the... What do we push out? Let's pop the... let's go for a spin in the... I don't know what to use. Let's go the MX-5. It's classic. And let me know if you want me to use any specific tune cars, because I'll make another video. Okay, so you see the drift zones there. Let's see what we can do here. On the lowest compound tire, the lowest grip available. Lowest, yeah. Oh yeah, this feels good. Come on. I fucked it up. Yeah, of course I have. Good job, me. Oh yeah, I can't. Hold on a minute. Okay. Let's do that one again. Right. And I get some points at least. Yay, 182. Better than 0. You gotta put power down, but it's tricky with this. There we go. Nearly 1,000. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get any world records with this right now. But it's nice, it's cool that they have the tune cars. Come on. No. Ah, that could have been a nice little score. I am disappointed. That's a shame. Oh well. It's all just for a bit of fun, right? Come on. Oh dear. Oh my god. That's... Man, these physics, I'm really struggling with them. We'll do one more lap. I think what this highlights most of all is just the improvement we've made, the strides that we've made since 2007. God. Yeah, this is not easy. It's like you... Maybe I should just keep putting power down. Like... It seems to... I think I'm getting the hang of it. It seems to even out the drift in this car. Like, it will stop it from going straight round. So if I apply some power down on the wheels, let's see. Let's see if my theory works. Oh, yes. Get in, my son. Okay. There we go. Okay, well I think we can beat our personal best. No? No. Oh wait, yeah, okay, for sure. Okay, well let's see. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Go in a blaze of glory. Okay. There you go, there's GTHD. Apologies for the driving. I really had to get used to these physics again. It's a struggle coming from GT Sport, GT6, but... yeah, if anything, well, maybe we're better at GT4 when I go back to that. Hold on. Yeah, save the replay, mate. Again, if you want me to use any specific tuned cars that they show here, just let me know, and I will be sure to record another video. And if you want my GT5 GTHD comparison, or GT6 GTHD comparison, just let me know again in the comments or whatever, and I will do it. So I think with that said, I'm going to end it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, this was GTHD. I'll see you all in my next video. Take care, my friends.